Introduce us to Pat Smith, a gardener in the Crichton community of Mobile.
Her knowledge of gardening is just encyclopedic. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It was like, this is that, and this is that, and this is, you use this for that, and this for that. And I mean, I was just really, I'm not a gardener, but even so, I couldn't believe the things that she knew. The cool thing about her is that she's self-taught. I mean, it started because she had a lot of animals, and she wanted to be able to feed them without having to buy, animal feed at the store. So she just kind of threw some seeds out there to see what happened. And then she just kept growing, kept experimenting, started swapping seeds, and I remember in the interview at one point, I was like, said something about not having a green thumb. And she said, I mean, I fail all the time. I mean, stuff doesn't grow, the sprouts don't sprout, but I just keep going and I just keep experimenting. And I think her curiosity is sort of at the center of what she does in the garden. She just wants to try stuff, and she does. And it just goes and goes. And then she started really feeling better, health-wise, because she was eating stuff she was growing. And so that was an incentive to keep going. And she's just amazing. She is also, in addition to being curious, just very perseverant. When I met her, she had a son with really serious health troubles, and also 2 daughters, and she was working 2 jobs and managing to grow all this on top of that. But I think for her, the garden is also a place of solace, and peace, and she can go out there and sit down and just sort of breathe. And so, yeah, she's just an amazing person, and I'm so excited for you to meet her, because I think she's doing things that you don't see every day.
There are a lot of people who say, oh yeah, I grow my family's tomato, or I do this little thing. But there are certain people like Pat, Charlotte Haygood on Sand Mountain. They're like, it becomes a mission.
Right.
And it was something that, and I'm glad that all those other people with just mild interest persevered all the years, so that we still have all these varieties.
Yeah.
But I think going forward, we're going to need these superhero type folks
is the right word
that to really make this, allow this to continue into the next age. Once we arrive at Pat's, we're warmly greeted, and she immediately invites us to see her garden.
Welcome to my garden, y'all.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It really is. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Oh my, look at all of this. A fig tree?
Yes, it's turkey fig.
Oh,
and this
a brown turkey fig.
Yes, and I think it's crossed with another breed, but it's the second wave of figs. And I have some tomato plants and grapes.
Oh, yeah. Now, you were telling me about the tomatoes. You said you were pulling 2 types of tomatoes?
Oh, yes, I got them sitting there, and these are my tomatoes here. I don't harvest a lot of them, but they vine up, so what I do, I'm trellis them up the trellis here so they can put on a lot of tomatoes.
Okay.
And I try to keep it clean so I can get disease out, because this weather here is really, really hot. Really hot. If y'all want to see, I have grapes too.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Now tell us about some of the older varieties of things that you have that you've gotten seed from people.
Oh, okay then. Come on. Okay, these long yard beans, and these beans I had for now 7 years. These are heirlooms, and they just put on flowers. So they get very long, and they're really delicious. And also this lemon balm, I had saved seeds 6 years ago. So these are my heirlooms, and they plentiful, and I make tea out of it.
Oh, nice.
I make beautiful tea out of it, so
Wonderful.
It's really good.
Beautiful.
These heirlooms tomatoes right here,
Oh.
they are small, and I saute these in soups and stews. It's like Roman tomatoes, but they're not. These are heirloom. They're called jack-o'-lantern tomatoes.
Jack-o'-lantern tomatoes. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, these are old seeds. These are like 100 years old. It was given to me through a seed trade.
Oh.
I was going to ask, where do you get your heirloom seeds?
I
Mostly
get through
trading?
a seed trade, people that actually believe in holding old seeds and just let them reseed themselves, and they give it to other people, so they share them. So when I save seeds from this, I'll be sharing it. So these are really good to eat. They're real sweet. Really sweet. Okay, this tomato plant here is disease resistant and it's an heirloom. And I know it's growing beautiful and it put out a lot of fruits. So this one I definitely be giving people seeds from. I like to see
Beautiful.
what's do best in this heat. So right now, that is a number one.
Do you remember the name of that particular tomato?
No, I call it Pat Smith now because I forgot the name of it.
Well,
So
we'll call it Pat Smith. That's a great story. You can't remember the name till you call it Pat Smith. You were telling me about an okra seed that you're about to plant. Tell me that story. Oh, you've already planted it? Tell me about it.
Those okras, they get very long, about this long, and they're very tender. They are 100 years old. A friend of mine that grow okra for a living and was passed from their mother. So they shared some for me. And he told me they're 100-year-old, so please share and save the seeds. Because you can't find those seeds no more.
Right.
Can't find them no more. I looked and I Googled, they're nowhere. So they're very old. So those okra seeds, those are all the ones I had left because I think I just gave mine and forgot to save some for myself almost. Because I like sharing. But I would definitely give some more out to people. But they're 100-year-old. So now that I look at it real, I've been here 7 years, 107 years old now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get into the heirloom? Like, what makes you want to do heirloom versus just a regular?
Because I think we need to save our seeds that's pure and it's not modified or have chemicals keep them from producing for you and stuff. If you have the original seeds, they'll always come back and grow for you. You always have the same seed, the same fruit, the same flavor. And I just love it. Because it's heirloom, I just love it.
We were talking on the drive over about how it's important that we have people like you who are so enthusiastic about saving the seeds, propagating the seeds. But then it sounds like you're part of a small community that does that. About how many people go to these events where y'all share seeds?
Well, I go and I just go on Facebook.
Oh, I see. So it's a virtual community.
Yeah, and I just ask anybody needing a seed, their heirloom. Do you want some? They say, yeah, they give me their address, and I just send it to them.
That's so cool.
And I also go to the community gardens like Teller Park, the Beehive, and Presbyterian, and Mobile Herbal Grower, and I give them the seeds too.
Oh.
So I spread the love.
Emily was telling me that you have kind of an informal program where you give food to people.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. I do the farmers market. So what I do, I harvest from my garden, and I sit up at the farmers market, and they'll come down and they'll get the vegetables. And when people have these little vouchers, so they can get the fresh vegetable for little nothing. So they just give them their little vouchers, and then get the fresh vegetables from here.
The
you
whole
grew up
package.
right in this area, right? This is
Yeah, in
your
this area, and I
home.
go further out if I have to.
Yeah.
You know, but I had downtown, it's a program for the kids. So I take some food and I cook for them. It's for the kids that's handicapped. And I let them know what I'm doing and taste it. And they love the tea and they love the food. I do pesto for them. They never had pesto. So I do pesto and stuff. And I can use it from the garden and stuff, and take it right to them. So they can get the fresh.
I think for these things to survive, it's going to take folks like you using all the technological tools we have today to get the word out there so that you can start this community of people planting the seeds that you provide, you getting seeds and you planting seeds. And it just is going to take all the tools that we have.
Right, because a lot of people is basically losing their ways how to garden. They pinning on the production of other people to produce.
Right.
They're not realizing what's on that chemicals that's coating the plants, keep them left on the shelf to last longer. I realize they got this waxy stuff on it.
Or just look better, but maybe not taste as good. Yeah.
But coming out here and harvesting my own stuff, it makes me feel like I just can't explain. I just feel so great. It's giving me that energy, and I be out here talking to my plants. I be out here dancing with my plants. So I'm finna harvest you. And I go in the kitchen and I cook.
Well, you have so many things out here. I'm almost afraid I'm going to step on something. But
This ain't nothing.
yeah. Well, you were telling me you had a jungle, I think you said. Yeah.
Food forest, right?
Is there more beyond that arch?
Grapes.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go check out the grapes. Now, Toby's going to lead us. No, I'm not going that way, Toby. I'm going through the arch. It's amazing how much Pat can grow in her yard. And it's noteworthy how active and charitable she is by sharing her seeds and produce with the community. Pat offers us some of her homemade and homegrown herbal tea. So we pop in for a short visit and air conditioning before we leave. The next day, Emily